From shocking headlines to exorbitant prices, if you know anything about NFTs, you'll know there was a lot of hype around them earlier this year. I think because the initial NFT boom did such big numbers, it's easy for us to look at NFTs like this as something that's extravagant and unnecessary, a game for rich people and art snobs. But the giant auctions are only a tiny part of the NFT world, and that totally ignores the immense possibilities NFTs have for the rest of our lives. They can do a lot more than just make money for rich people. Don't believe me? Stick around. Beeple, Mike Winkleman, the edgy Bill Gates. He is the most prolific and successful shitposter the world has ever seen. And he's completely cooked.
Get my boobs looking sweeter.
No one you stop crying. Post it.
He sold an NFT for $69 million and just like that exploded the term NFT into our global vocabulary. The problem is the image that this creates for NFTs, something that's flashy and gimmicky, a fad that's going to be gone in 2 years. But it totally ignores how useful, accessible, and game-changing NFTs actually are. If you still don't know what NFTs are, or are too prideful to admit it, I made a video explaining it very simply. I won't judge you if you go and watch it now. So, for your efficient viewing pleasure, here is a neatly ordered list of 5 exciting applications for NFT technology. Things that are currently happening, and things that are about to happen. It's important that I remind you to appease the algorithm gods by liking, commenting, subscribing, belling, and writing a crazed Facebook post convincing your aunt that NFTs are the future. None of these are optional. Number 1, entertainment, collectibles, and art. Not museum art, not dusty, private money laundering art. We're talking the future of art. One of the superpowers of NFTs is their ability to let you check who the legitimate owner of an artwork is. The resale market is usually plagued with fakes and forgeries, and an NFT lets you track something back to the original creator and make sure what you're getting is the real deal. NFTs are also able to force perpetual royalties. This means that if a small creator's artwork gets bought, every time it's resold, they get royalties, and there's no way around that. Number 2, identification documents. Because NFTs are a digital fingerprint that can be attached to pretty much anything, they are the perfect tool for digital identification and verification documents. Imagine a world where your ID is just a scannable QR code on your phone. It's not a physical ID that can be lost or forged. Well, we're kind of living in that world right now. There's places like San Marino, which even have their COVID vaccine passport on the blockchain. That's pretty sick. Number 3, supply chain logistics, also known as provenance. Excuse the fancy French words, it'll make sense in a moment. I mentioned how NFTs let you track an artwork all the way back to its original creator to make sure it's real. Its applications here go far beyond art. It can help us reduce waste by tracking food and perishables all the way along a supply chain. NFTs are just certificates of authenticity, and they can be attached to pretty much anything. And this means we're able to track supply chains and figure out where our goods are coming from, how much they were bought for originally, and gives a sense of transparency to the business world that we're used to. This transparency and accountability has huge ramifications for a much more ethical way of doing business. If you could scan an avo and know exactly the farm it came from, or even how much the farmer was paid for it originally, businesses would have much more of an incentive to act ethically when they know we can see all the things they're doing. Number 4, creator control. Google, Facebook, and YouTube let you monetize your content by running ads on them. These big companies act as middlemen, but NFTs and a decentralized network have the potential to remove the middleman. Having your content exist as an NFT means you can sell it directly to your fans, or even have your fans buy a portion of your content upfront. There's the most insane potential for a whole creative industry that is based around fans directly supporting the creators they love. And that industry is built on NFTs. Number 5, the NFT community. This is one of the biggest pulls for me personally. The ideology behind blockchain, where it came from, means that a whole community of people has emerged who believe in a decentralized system of value. This open source, crowd-funded model means that anyone can get started from anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection. There are going to be many businesses and corporations who try and dominate the market and gatekeep NFTs, but at the end of the day, it's the community of creators who will regulate this market and who will etch out the future of NFTs for themselves. There are forums, subreddits, Discord servers full of people who are really passionate about this stuff. All you have to do is go looking. The two biggest problems that NFTs face right now before they can become a huge part of our world is scalability and efficiency. The most popular blockchains right now are incredibly inefficient. They chow a ridiculous amount of energy and they're terrible for the environment. But there is hope. Staked blockchains like XDAI, although less popular, are incredibly efficient and are way more eco-friendly in the way they compute their blockchain transactions. Not to mention, one of the most popular blockchains, Ethereum, who champion NFTs, are looking to move towards the XDAI way of doing things, the staked blockchain. And there are some incredible game-changing updates to Ethereum planned to roll out in 2022. It's not too late to start with NFTs. In fact, if you ask me, it's the perfect time to start. They're going to be a huge part of our world in the future. Might as well hop on now. So the initial hype has died down, but the most exciting ideas always appear after bubbles burst. That's where we see the really good ideas, the sustainable ones that actually go on to change our world in a meaningful way, not just pump and dump schemes. The technology behind NFTs is not even 10 years old. We haven't even scratched the surface of what's possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you thought this was interesting, please leave a like and a comment. Send it to all of your crazy Facebook aunts. And if you want to see more or have ideas for future episodes, make sure to comment those down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you thought this was... Thank you. Keep making NFTs. Oh, why did I ruin it like that?